2021 was another year of adaptation and flexibility, proving once again that the only constant is change. Preservation Massachusetts began the year optimistically, hoping to regain a sense of normalcy and to build on the momentum of 2020 toward continued success in 2021. Our two major events of the year, the Preservation Awards and the statewide Historic Preservation Conference, were held again virtually. In May, the awards event honoring people, places, and possibility celebrated 19 incredible projects across the state. Each awardee embodied the possibilities that preservation creates for our communities, our citizens, and our future. From our Fitchburg City Hall, which was once condemned and on our most endangered historic resources list, to the iconic Hood milk bottle at the Boston Children's Museum, to our third annual People's Preservation Choice Award, which went to the Mayflower II this year. Each recipient was truly inspirational and deserving of recognition. We celebrated awardees throughout the month of May, culminating in the virtual presentation live event on May 11th. Thanks to all of our sponsors and our attendees who made this year's fundraising event memorable and successful for our organization. In September, we hosted the two-day Massachusetts Historic Preservation Conference. The virtual event featured 2 keynote speakers, 35 panelists, and speakers in 15 sessions and numerous on-demand videos and tours. Almost 350 attendees represented 14 states from as far away as Nebraska, Texas, and Colorado. Many thanks to our presenters, moderators, and sponsors for their expertise. Each morning began with a keynote presentation to challenge and motivate attendees. We were honored to host 2 remarkable women, Sarah Zodi of Studio Zodi and Lawana Holland Moore of the African American Cultural Heritage Action Fund, who shared their experiences and insights in 2 compelling keynote presentations. We encourage you to view their presentations on our website. In fact, you can now access recordings of all sessions on the conference page of our website, and we hope it contributes to your ongoing preservation education. Turning away from events, advocacy as a core principle of our organization remains strong. Our circuit riders continue to work remotely and mentor and answer requests for assistance across the state. On a legislative front, we continue our work educating on the state and federal levels, meeting with legislators virtually for Preservation Advocacy Week in March. The silver lining of meeting virtually was the ability to engage more people, especially representation from districts that may not have been able to go to Washington in person. And at the state level, we were thrilled to extend the Massachusetts Historic Rehabilitation Tax Credit sunset date from 2022 to 2027. Efforts to increase the cap of the credit were not as successful this year, but PM was able to administer another year of grant funding on behalf of the 1772 Foundation. Despite COVID-19, over $550,000 was requested, with only $100,000 to distribute among many worthy projects. 12 deserving projects were awarded matching grants of up to $10,000 and represented a diverse array of properties. From the headquarters of a local African-American philanthropic organization on Martha's Vineyard to a small arts center in Sandusfield. These projects represent the tremendous dedication that stewards of historic buildings have toward their properties. These worthy projects have spurred our efforts to increase or explore new funding opportunities for preservation in the Commonwealth. Many thanks to Mary Anthony and the trustees of the 1772 Foundation for their continued support and partnership with this grant program. We were delighted to announce in the fall of 2021 that this grant would be available for 2022 and 2023, with $125,000 available each year. We are so thankful to our partners, members, donors, and anyone who has supported our work, programs, and events over the past year. Thank you for being a loyal partner in preservation. But the biggest thank you of all goes to Jim Igo, who at the end of 2021 retired as Executive Director of the organization. Over his 20 years of service, he built Preservation Massachusetts to be a collaborative leader for preservation efforts, advocacy, and education. Through all the growth and evolution, he has left an incredible mark on this organization and on preservation statewide. His successor, Erin Kelly, an 18-year veteran of the organization, took the helm at the beginning of January and is excited to lead our next chapter. 2022 began with new leadership, focus, and opportunities for our organization and the preservation movement. There is still a lot of work to do and conversations to hold, some more difficult than others. We take very seriously the need to be accountable, to actively support necessary changes, and to advocate for more inclusive representation in the stories we choose to preserve. We are excited to begin this new chapter for Preservation Massachusetts, but we cannot do this without your support. Whether you watch an educational video online, request circuit rider assistance, or buy a ticket to an event, we thank you for supporting Preservation Massachusetts, and we thank all of our members, donors, and sponsors for helping us keep the lights on for another year. Here's to 2022 and the future of the Commonwealth.